lên nó không có làm nào siêu.
Hi Nancy, hola. Hi. Hey little baby. Hola.
Nó mãi thì chẳng làm lo cái đó làm gì mà
That's mine. Oh, yeah. It's yours? Yeah.
Còn chúng mình xả mẹ nó phải có mình xả kia. Nó nét trên cái ha.
Sandy. Sandy. What do they roll? That can roll.
Nhưng mà mỹ. Mẹ mà vui rất chết cái mà cũng na.
Mẹ rồi, bây giờ tụi lâu rồi mẹ chỉ một cái nó bị chết rồi. Đúng rồi. Một cái khác, nó người lại như vậy à? Đúng rồi.
Họ sẽ cầm mua rồi, họ sẽ biết ready.
Mình cho em, mình cho em.
I follow.
Hands very dirty. Hands all dirty.
I know. You lost some weight too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better, so don't let them go anywhere.
Later, banana later, okay. Saya perlu Aisyah.
Your two daughters are foodie, that's like Jennifer, Sandy, they're foodie like me, but maybe not as much as me, but
They want to be but they're not there yet. They're working on. Working on. They know what's good now, you know. By eating like that, you know what's good.
Yeah, but we have to save up so much to have that one meal. It's like
Oh yeah, I'll take it to you, sure. I'm gonna go get the food. Oh, your soupy's out in the back, huh? Oh, Alan, never mind. I'm gonna move my car to you. Never mind. Hey, you move the Forerunner? You just give me the key? Emmy! Emily? Silver one?
bucket, white bucket.
Right there, behind the chair.
Anything inside?
Michael.
Lo cái cà mút cho nó đừng nung cháy nè.
Hey. Hey.
Why is Max so cheap?
Giờ địa phương của phụ nữ phụ nữ mang tiền
Man, they're tearing that deer apart.
Bill. I think you're gonna fight me
Is that your dad's mom? My dad's mom.
nên gặp rất rất mong để các sự sự nghiệp các phụ nữ bây giờ
Oh no, me and Alex. Yeah, I mean you and Alex.
Ít tay cao lên bây giờ.
Ni hôn là quay bia đó.
I'm so happy for you.
Bro, just for the experience. Oh, but you didn't run on like asphalt. So you ran on like tire hot. So it looked clean still? There's a ruckus in the CRV in the truck right there. And he's just sitting there. See, that's expensive. Yeah, he's not as much everyone over there, Dylan and Jordan. And Dylan, Tyler is so small. Me and Jordan? Yeah. Look really young. That's why we got. You were wondering, hey, this way, hey, I just ordered a new bag. Tony said that. What relationship do I have with Jordan?
Còn lưu rồi mò một tên này nó phân rồi đây nó nhả ra nó chặt cái này giờ nhả thì còn kia tao thì hoàn toàn chỉ là ta mà như khu lịch vấn đề là expensive thấp hơn rồi giấc của hai tuổi rằng như đó sẽ có thể
that ring that came by was supposed to be the ring. So I guess I took out the ring.
giấc có lưu sòng sàn rồi là na giấc có tại nhà thế này hai lưu năm mỏ hai tận chế có giọt sàn là có thể tay hơn con gái có thể cứu được một đầu kia mà đây có thể
Yeah, you four kids. You four brothers.
You do.
Alan.
Goes to school.
Stand up. It's very okay, and Dana said, hey, bring me the Dina. What was that? Pretty good. Yes, the kids love
ซ่านะเขาเก่งจีซ่านะอย่าตัวเขาพูดจีซ่าให้อยู่เขาไปให้อยู่จีซ่าไหมเอาที่เก่ง เขาพูดอินจังเขาพูดอันจังอินจังเลยเก่งนะเดินโบนี่โบฮะ
Okay, kids, you're gonna go inside the house, okay? You're gonna go like maybe 30 minutes. Okay, enjoy the big
Demi mahal Cina, sama hello din di atas. Ya, tahu ni, ini aku mah pun cakap hello tu jangan lupa cakapนี่อาจจะในกับที่ตอนนี้เขาก็จะเข้าสาจากเราเชื่อการต่อวันจะได้ยังเข้าสู่เรา
ก็ประมาณอันนี้ก็ I introduce you guys to my sister, my father-in-law, okay? My name is Chad, and I'm Del's uncle, right? I live in Dallas, California. And I'm very happy that you guys are here with us. We pretty much have a family reunion today. It's been a while that we haven't get together, and I feel like this year is the right time for my sister, my brothers, my brother-in-laws, my sister-in-laws to together here in Petoskey, with my older brother's family here. So I'd like to introduce my sister Pang. She's a counselor at high school as well as like at adult education school, right? Technical school. So I'm gonna have my sister take it over, and later on, Uncle Pang and myself, and Mai Ta or Nyang Zong or Sandy, those that already went a step further than you guys are. Hopefully we can share some of the thing that we went through with all you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna
give them a little background to you about why
yeah. You wanna, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have my sister take it over. Okay? And what do you?
So I am Auntie Payne. I live in Fresno, California. I'm Bill's auntie and all your aunties. Okay, pretty much everyone's auntie here. And Uncle and I, the reason why we called you guys all up here, we want to take a moment to talk to the children. We just in life, there are little lessons that sometimes you need to think back to say, I remember that, or someone told me that. So this is an opportunity that we want to take advantage of because we never get to see you guys. Years and years, 5-10 years, a decade, a long time. And so we want to take this opportunity to talk to you guys, to have you listen a little bit. We don't have a gift to give you to say, oh, here are all these lavish gifts, but we can only offer you a few tips, a few words of wisdom, because we want you to achieve some of the things in life that we achieve and that we see, and to be able to find that dream of your someday when you're at our age to say, oh, okay, I remember my uncle said that or my aunt said that. So if you can just please, give your undivided attention, give us your time for the next 30 minutes to 1 hour so that we can share a little bit with you. And then at the end, we'll give you an opportunity to engage with us and ask some questions, okay? So this is an opportunity for us, so please give us your full attention so that we can just share with you life lessons, experience. This is a time where, like I always talk, I'm going to use my 2 children as example, and I've worked with teenagers and kids for the past 12 years, and I see all walks of life, all children, you know, all levels. So I just want to share a little bit with you about what happens after you turn 18? What road do you take? What are the paths? There's many, many paths for you to take, and just remember, all different stages of your life, you will need some guidance. You will need someone to look up to. You will need someone to support you. And, you know, family, never, ever, ever forget about family, okay? Because you know, blood is thicker than water, so. Goals. At every stage of your life, and after from when you're in 9th grade to 12th grade, and even after that, everyone has to have some goal in their mind. I look at it as a vision. You know, for me, because Auntie went through college, you know, and got her bachelor's, and then got her master's and her counseling credential, you know, so at different years, semester in your life, you have to set what's called SMART goals. What do I want to do so that later on I can have a better life than my parents? You know, what can I do so I can become a better person? So that I can be independent. Okay, independent is being on your own, right? Being able to survive, being able to move out and say, oh, okay, I got my first apartment. I'm gonna get my, you know, I'm gonna upgrade my car, the one that my parents gave me. So having SMART goals mean goals that are realistic, goals that you can reach. And then I'm gonna talk later about short-term goal, long-term goal, okay? So goals in your life that can have you, what we call here is what? The American dream, right? We're no longer in Laos, right? No longer in Thailand. We don't farm. Yeah, all right? We don't farm. You know, we don't, you know, it's not that kind of labor anymore. Here, what can you do physically? What can you do mentally? What can you do to get yourself to where you can say, oh, I'm independent. I no longer have to need my mom and dad. I can be on my own. And that's, I'm going to tell you guys, that's every parent's dream and wish for their children. Because, like I tell Jordan and Nation, one day, I'm not going to be here. One day, I will pass, and I don't, and my fear is that my children are not independent, that they're going to have to beg for food or borrow people for money, and that's everywhere's fear. Because I tell you guys, my mom died when I was 15 years old. Okay, I was 15 years old. So luckily, I had loving brother, sister-in-law, and my dad. You know, because of my brother and my sister-in-law, they raised me, and they provided a good model. When I was talking to you guys about loving each other, supporting each other, my brothers, they went to college. And so in my mind, I said, oh my gosh, I want to go to college because my brother went to college. He got a good job. I didn't know anything as a teenager, but I know that, okay, if I have to get into college, and college, I'll touch later on. Never ever too late for an education, okay? Don't care if you're 20, 25, 30. You know, when I was getting my master's, I had people there who were 50, 60. Never too late. Education is power and it's lifelong learning. But going back to family, my brothers and my sister-in-law, they provided a model for me to say, oh, and the public, they want to do customer service, but technical schools will give you the skill. It doesn't have to be 2 years, it could be 6 months, it could be 9 months. When you finish that training, you get a certificate that you have experience and you've been trained and you know a skill, and you're gonna make more than minimum wage, you know? So in 6 to 9 months, is it worth it to come out maybe making $12, $15, $20 an hour? Or do you wanna make minimum wage, $8 to $9 an hour, you know? That's not gonna pay you very much for a long time. So, you know, what are some of the trade schools? You can go into like vocational nursing. You can go into, you know, you can go into like plumbing, electrician. There's certain skills, you know, mechanic, but you have been trained. Someone else doesn't have to train you. You have a certificate. You have a skill, you know. So there's people I know that have their own They didn't went to college. My neighbor, he didn't went to college. He got his high school diploma. He went to learn about air conditioning, you know, units, right, honey? He does the truck, right? The big heavy-duty trucks. He does their unit and some welding. He owns 3 houses. He makes more than Uncle Ping and I. And Auntie went to school. He has a house in Fresno. He has a house by the golf course. He has a house by the beach. Because you know why? He went. He learned a trade. He studied. He went to work somebody for like 10 years, save up his money, open up his own company, and now, you know, he's made it. He has the American dream. He has the dream that he worked so hard for. A house by the beach, nice car, you know. He has people working for him. But how did he get there? Do you think him getting there was easy? It was not easy. He made a lot of sacrifice, okay? He can't be lazy. Staying home, you know, like I said, different stages. What stage are you at? Time to make some decisions, to start thinking, okay, 5 years from now, where do I want to be? 10 years from now, where do I want to be? Where do I want to be next year? I don't want you to be in the same place you are next year or 5 years from now. Okay, every year, even if you make one step, it's better than no step. Okay, 1 year of school, you already finished 1 year of school. Okay, 1 semester. It is hard. It is hard, you guys. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Okay, everybody would do it. But the advice that Auntie wants to offer you is that you can do it. Okay, if you put your mind to it and you focus more and you know, take away some of that laziness and say, okay, instead of, like I tell my son, instead of playing that many hours of Xbox, you know, brothers and sisters, you know, uncles and aunts, like I said, I have nothing to give to you, but just my words of wisdom and my guidance to say, you can't do it. Don't let anybody tell you that you're less, or that you're not good enough, or you're not smart enough. You know, you have to believe in yourself. Again, you have to love each other, because if you know somebody is struggling in the family, or if you have somebody who needs a little bit of help, you have to push them and say, hey, come on, let's do this. We can be better than this. And 5 years from now, you can be. You can be. You know, but you have to start somewhere. I don't want next year to be the same, 5 years to be the same, because if you
keep delaying,
if you just say, if you have excuse after year, I can't, I'm not smart enough, I'm too tired, oh, I rather, trust me, 10 years from now, your life will be the same. No improvement, no better, you know, so you can make a difference, because you believe in yourself, and you love each other, and you support whoever can do it. A person who said, you know what, I'm the most motivated, you push that person, because, you know, Uncle had to work to support Auntie to school, and I said, let me go to college, let me finish, and then we can help each other. And if I didn't have Uncle Chang, Uncle Tom, and then my older siblings to say, hey, keep going to school, come on, you can do it, I wouldn't have done it. But I had people believing in me. So you have to believe in each other. And if one person's struggling, you know, you have to support that person. If one person is really successful, don't forget about the other one. But you have to push each other to say, we can do it, because we're our family.
And like I'm saying, at this age, you know, when I start high school, I already know exactly what I want to do. I said, I want to live a better life than my parents. You know, I want to see what I can afford to buy me a new car, afford to buy me a house. That's my dream back in high school. I have that in mind. And I know that there's several paths that you can do that. Okay? And we don't want any of you guys to be that. We want you guys to be, you know, at least, you know, be able to live in an apartment, or you can do better than that. Play again, play again.
Yes, Bill lost. We all wore my shoes are wet.
Do you like camping? You like camping?
No, you want to throw it at me?
Are you having
Hi,
fun?
Lila.
You want to throw it at Bill or you want to hold on to it?
Cousin Bill?
Go ahead. Go ahead, hit him. Hit him with the ball. Hit.
Stand right there.
Yeah.
Throw it. Who do you want to throw it to?
Hey, Jordan.
Hey, Jordan.
Throw at Jordan. Throw at Jordan.
She's like, I just want to hold on to it. Leave her water balloon alone. Hey, you guys leave her water balloon. Yeah, leave her alone. What? She's gonna see that one.
Oh, what the heck?
Yes, have fun?
Oh, you guys lose. You guys are losing. What about you?
Let me take my shoe off first. I'm
这样法。
I got someone who always loves me. baby, it ain't over till it's over.
My girl, if it's you, then holla. Think if I'm my girl, if it's you, then holla. Think if I'm my girl, if it's you, then speak to me. Girl, it's getting late, the sun's going down, and it's about the time to shake my way across the town. But before I go, I just wanna say that you stay on my mind each and every day. I think I'm starting to time that we spend, and when it's building inside, then I can't pretend. No, I don't wanna fight it, I don't wanna hide the way I feel. So I guess it's time for me to say that I got eyes for you, baby. I want us to be together, and if you feel it too, tell me. Don't wanna treat you better, 'cause on nights like this, good to know that you got someone by your side like this. The more and more you feel like you can live your life like this, and then you say, hope this will last forever. I don't know if this is love, it's too early to say, but if it's something like it, I just want it to remain. Don't know if you're the one, that takes a little time, but in the meantime, girl, you're feeling just right. 'Cause the way you look at me, never seen that look before. And if it's a hint of what's to come, then baby, can I get some more? Not trying to be too forward, but I think it's best for you to know I got eyes for you, baby. I want us to be together, and if you feel it too, tell me. No one will treat you better, baby. No one will treat you, 'cause on nights like this, it's good to know that you got someone by your side like this. The more and more you feel like you can live your life like this, and then you say, hope this will last forever. I think if I'm my girl, if it's you, then holla. Think if I'm my girl, if it's you, then holla. Think if I'm my girl, if it's you, then speak to me. I think if I'm my girl, if it's you, then holla. Think if I'm my girl, if it's you, then holla. Think if I'm my girl, if it's you, then speak to me. I got eyes for you, baby. I want us to be together, and if you feel it too, tell me. No one will treat you better, 'cause on nights like this, it's good to know that you got someone by your side like this. The more and more you feel like you can live your life like this, and then you say, hope this will last forever. I got eyes for you, baby. I want us to be together, and if you feel it too, tell me. No one will treat you better, 'cause on nights like this, it's good to know that you got someone by your side like this. The more and more you feel like you can live your life like this, and then you say, hope this will last forever. I think if I'm my girl, if it's you, then holla. Think go find my girl. If it's you, then